Hey everybody, and welcome to the Strategic Planning Experience video series, and this is number 3, of which we'll talk about setting the foundation. So we've already talked about the process of strategic planning. This time let's talk about the foundation. Now, most people don't really know what goes into the foundation. The foundation is really simple. It's your statements. It's your statements. Okay, so your statements include your purpose. Let's start with a why. Why do you do what you do? What about that thing that you do that you love? Explain to me the heart behind it. Like, what's the origin story? What's the purpose for you to do what the thing is that you do? If you don't have that, search yourself. We need that purpose. Like, why do you do what you do? And it needs to come from you, because most business owners will have that personal experience that caused them to want to start this whole journey of business ownership in the first place. Entrepreneurship, if you will. I kind of am tired of the word, but it really is true, because once you get going on one thing, then you want to start something new because you love doing what you do. So we just continue to invent over and over again. But so let's get that why statement. Let's get the purpose. And that's what that is. That is your purpose statement. So why do you love doing what you do? Explain your heart to me. Okay? Then from there, it's where do you want to take it? Like, wild blue yonder. Limitless possibilities out there. It's amazing, all of the stuff that we can do with what we love to do. Where do you want to take it? What does that look like? So, for example, you can get really detailed if you want. Like I said before, you can make strategic planning as simple or as complicated as you want. So I apply strategic planning to both my personal and my business lives. My personal area, let's think in traditional terms. This is why time frame kind of does help if we need to kind of rein in our thoughts a little bit to focus. If we kind of set a 3-year time frame and say, okay, in 3 years, what do I want my living space to look like? Strategically, I want to be able to live in my space a certain way. Well, my space would then look like, that beautiful home office that's big enough to have a conference meeting, as well as those double doors that walk out into a patio next to the pool. That's one of the things that I want. That's part of my vision. That's my personal vision, right? I kind of explained my office in that, but hey, I'm one of those that merges the two together. But if I want to go really simple, I have a simple vision for my business. I want to be an international speaker. It's as simple as that. International speaker, bringing the Being Super program to millions across the world to help other people be super. It's simple. That's where I want to take it. It doesn't have to be complicated. So now we've got your purpose statement and we have a vision statement. Where do you want to take it and what does it look like when it comes to life? Okay. So now the key thing is connecting the two. So we got purpose and vision. Now we're putting the mission together. The mission statement. A lot of people will start at the mission statement and forget the other two things. Start at the bookends, and that creates the middle. So the mission statement is actually putting your purpose into action to bring the vision to life. Simple as that. Bringing purpose into action to bring the vision to life. That's what that is. So that mission statement, I highly encourage people to try to keep it short and sweet as possible. Do not, like one client I had, filled up a whole wall in their office with their mission statement. Okay, it makes for great reading, but it's not efficient enough for people to implement it. All right? So, to keep a mission statement simple, you just put down some basic points of this is what I want to accomplish. Try not to go over 5 points, like really simple statements, okay? Keep it short. Because what ultimately we want to do with this, to be able to set our strategic plan into motion, is get everything into a core statement. So you've got your purpose, mission, and vision, and we want to merge that into a core statement, of which we are going to instill into our daily lives across the organization. In everything that we do, we will use that core statement. I am a strategic guide for growth. Every decision I make, if it's not strategic, if it doesn't guide me or my clients, if it is not positioned for growth, I'm not doing it. Okay? So it helps me to say no to opportunities that are not strategic for me or my clients. It also helps you say yes to those opportunities faster that do fit within that, if it meets those criteria of that core statement. So that's what we want to get to, is that core statement, because what the core statement does for the rest of the process is it puts everything into alignment, because you are setting this foundation so that everything else flows from it. Because if we're making a marketing decision that is not strategic, it doesn't guide anybody, it's not going to help business growth, it's going to suck the life out of you, then you've spent $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 in an area that didn't help you. I don't want to keep that from happening. This is why I'm really big on strategic planning, because this will help you keep everything efficient and effective and a lot less expensive. Now, mind you, marketing is still going to cost you some dollars, and we'll talk about that in a different video, but it doesn't have to be complicated. Because the next stage that we're going to do, and I'll talk about this later, is put all of this foundation into a brand identity. So that will be our next step in the next video session. I thank you so very much for watching. And if you have any questions that you want me to answer along the way as I do this video series, please put them in the comment section. I'm more than happy to answer any questions and respond accordingly. And please feel free to share this with everybody that you know needs some help in learning how to do strategic planning. And with that, I am Christy, and I will talk to you later.